So the engine build video. Here, as you can see, we've got, well, as you might be able to see, hopefully, can't really see, but we went and inspected it, and it looks like a heat-treated crank or something. I mean, it looks like a weird color. I don't know this is the 2019 version of the 6.7 short block. So the Generation 2 improved connecting rods, not the 2020, which was the steel piston. There it is, just a little walk around. Looks nice. The front cover was off, as you can see, because we are going to weld the crank gear so we don't have the same problem as the black truck. Travis helped us out, and a huge shout out to Darren at Coastal Diesel and Performance. He supplied a ton of these parts and was super helpful. So big thanks to him. Left that in there for Radar and Travis. Thanks to those guys too. And also big thanks to Sean at Untouchable Auto and Diesel. Helped us through this, building this thing. That was a big help. Front cover back on. Just dropped the Valley Charger on there. Thought it'd be a cool glamour shot. I don't know. So as we're putting the billet flex plate on, bottom left of your screen, you'll see some recent subscribers. Just wanted to pay some tribute, say thanks to them. A couple of familiar names on there. But yeah, that's appreciate you doing that. Dropping on the upper oil pan, reinstalling that with the gasket and all. That gasket's pretty nice, actually, just a little push-in design. I don't think I've ever done one of those. Same with these, all these gaskets, they're all just that O-ring type. I'm glad it is that type of gasket. RTV'd the lower pan. These are the two. So when you get the newer block or short block, the front cover has these two coolant passages on there. I don't know what they're for on the new stuff, but we don't need them. So Ford sells two little plugs. They're identical, and you just fire them in there and block it off. Lifters now, they seem like they can go in either way, but when you look at them, I don't think I could get this on camera, or maybe I did, but I cut it out, whatever. It says Ford on one side, or I think it actually says FOMO Co. I just put that up on all of them just for, I don't know. But I think they are, you can put them in either way. And if they're off center a little bit, it's fine, because the little holders that we'll install here in a little bit will straighten them out and keep them in line. But yeah, we soaked them in oil and then put some assembly lube on there. So that's the little holder I was talking about. You got to kind of jiggle it around because they're not straight. So then once you get them perfectly in there, then you can push it down and secure them that way. Those are just those plastic guides for the push rods. Now we're prepping doing a little surface prep for putting the gasket on. We had a little bit of paint drip down there because we painted the block. Gasket's on. Heads dropped on. Nice ported heads from the last video, right? And we're putting studs in. ARP of the ARP variety, thanks to Coastal Diesel and Performance in Florida. I think so. There's 18, right? Yeah, there's 18, and I'm not gonna do a full head assembly or a head stud, just because it'll take a really long time, and I don't want this video to be super long. I can do a separate one if people want that, or maybe I will just because I have the footage, and if I'm bored at some point, I'll just put one together and go through the sequence of torquing and all that stuff. But I just did a quick one. I think I actually only put in here 17 of the beeps, you know, for the final torque. So also when I did this, did the whole torque sequence, went to lunch, came back and retorqued, and boy, I could get quite a bit more out of the. I mean, they really not loosen up, but they can use a little bit of extra and get a little more out of them. Make sure they're all torqued up. But yeah, these are just those top 4 in the valley. They're little ass ones. And hopefully this is just the quickest on the driver's side head. So, yep, push rods in, assembly lube on both sides of those, rockers on, and I think this I'll cover more in a head assembly video with the oil gallery tube that cools the rockers and that. So glow plugs, I think. Yeah, I think because when I'm watching this back on my computer and it's freaking out right now, so the video's like shit. But I think that's some copper sealant we put on the threads, gasket for the valve cover, putting in the injector seals, almost. There we go. Okay. Valve cover's on, and just bolting that up. I think that was 8 foot-pounds. You're supposed to put on all those 8mm bolts. That was my biggest mistake of this whole thing, is not getting new hardware for like this. I used all the old rusty hardware off of the engine that we took out. So I really should have, if I ever have this thing back out, which when this truck becomes the race truck, I should have it back out, because I gotta put a different bottom end in it. But I'll do that for sure, because that's not going to be very expensive. So then the atmospheric turbocharger mount is that one. Fitting that up to, just because I'm putting that's where it mounts to, is those bolts around there. Getting it set, I guess, just making sure. And what the other thing I did actually was the valve cover bolts that you use to secure it on the bottom side there. There's 2 holes, if you remember from the installation video I did on the black truck. Was that's the hole, and then there's one to the left of my hand, my left hand, and I actually got a little bit longer bolts to use all of the threads in the head, just because it wasn't that expensive, and it made more sense to me to because you're losing like a 1/4 inch, probably even less than that, but 1/4 inch, you got a 1/4 inch thick piece of steel of that bracket, and so you're losing a 1/4 inch of thread. So I just went and got some a little bit deeper bolts and put them in there. Secure that a little bit better. Got some, I don't know what this is called, some sort of lubricant lining the injectors with before those get dropped in. And I was a little bit timid of putting these in because I really don't want to break a $3,600 set of injectors. God damn it, they're so expensive. That's the only thing that sucks is, so these are 60 over injectors. Again, from Darren at Coastal Diesel and Performance, so they're a true 60 over injector, not just, I don't know what the other guys do, but I've heard so many people like, oh, well, I got these 60 over injectors from SNS or like H&S or whoever, and they're never Exergy, and like they're not actually a 60%, because I talked to the guy and they, you know, I've actually talked to SNS and H&S, like, oh, we use a little bit of different math, blah blah blah. Anyway, that was an SPE injector fork, and this is a pretty nice piece. I think it was like, that was an expensive ass kit. That's like $400 for the privilege. But they're going to be reusable, and so like I said, once this turns into the race truck, we can reuse those, and they should be good pieces to reuse. The plan here, when this turned into just being my work truck, I had so many of these parts, I went ahead and used them anyway, because I'll use this truck as my work truck for a couple years, and then it'll turn into the race truck. So then all I have to do is build a bottom end, get 100 over injectors, and that's it. Then I'm ready to. So that's the plan. Right now, this is the SPE CCV and the internal catch can. It's a pretty nice piece. I'd probably put it on wrong, but someone will let me know, hopefully. BD Diesel exhaust manifolds. I think they advertise 30-something% better flow, and I've heard really good things about them. So the problem I had here actually is they didn't send me all the kit, all the hardware I needed, so that kind of sucked. So I had to wait 2 weeks for that to come from Canada, I think. But yeah, so that's about it. I'm just torquing those up, and I think that's where we're gonna leave it here. Literally the last thing we have to do is wiring harness, which is boring, and drop the Valley charger in, and that calls it a day. So hopefully that wasn't too long for you guys. I know this is kind of boring, more boring stuff, but next video will be some sort of action, so stick with us.